Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas State's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way, so look for...
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Fires to the wideout. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback.
Can you say that again?
Receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
They'll try to get outside. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Finds him out of the backfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He's got his man, makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. They're working that left side. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas State.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So the Washington State Cougars offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned at meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down, looking for more.
Two players injured in one play?
31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Here's the handoff. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely.
There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. He might want another play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They try to get it outside on the left. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Bobcats! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, that is true. The minute on Fisherman's face, right?
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Bringing it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a way.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires on the run. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Bobcats. Special teams proving to be special. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Hello?
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, you know, and then the second one, you know, usually he takes me out of the game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Cobb. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Right on the money. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Washington State going back to work on 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Washington State will have to boot it away. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wideout. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
It's complete. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Taking it the other way.
Doesn't have to do all that.
But what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Washington State sends out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And wings it incomplete.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my...
Throwing down the sideline, and it's a big play down the right side.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Might be calling a hot route. Rush is on him. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
That one comes out hot down the right side. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. And the offense will stay out there for one more play with 1 second remaining in the first half. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the 2nd quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Bobcat Stadium.
The Bobcats will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Washington State will have to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Boy,
Oh, you pressing Siaki O?
Throwing against air, just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led him to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Quarterback may change this route. Caught in the backfield, it's Hart. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll leave it with him. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And here's a fumble way behind. Oh, the big fella's gathering steam. Defense has it. They're on the move. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. He'll pull it on the read. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And this one will be touched and downed at the 25.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. You could tell they caught up with them to force the fumble.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
A lot lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Got him downfield. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Hart. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Bobcats. A great catch and run for 6. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backward.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To throw, it's Woollyhan. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
You know, nowadays so many people go for it on fourth down, so maybe it causes people to be more aggressive on third down. You ain't going for it now. Third and long, and I bring the blitz, and I get home. No fourth down for you.
Dead center perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Back to pass on second down. Sends it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
The deep thinking brings some heat on third and long from the... He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He fires one deep down the right side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
They'll take over. First and 10.
To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this up.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
It is so nice when you get a team down and you know the pass is coming. They have to pass, and that's why that dude's got 3 sacks, because they're pummeling them all passing situation.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to return it. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Unloads to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He wants to change this route. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They just keep firing. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
3rd down play from the gun. Makes the grab. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
And they found the big fella again. And they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Bringing the heat. Can't find behind his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Using the quick game. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Washington State, 3.
And he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Willihan. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete. Hard running there. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
get a thumbs up.